Yogaxpress, episode 693 with Anna Krasnoskaya, yoga teacher and holistic health counselor. By the time you guys get to view this episode, Anna and I would have been through 3 episodes back to back, 1 week after another, and Anna has been really taking me through some tough postures, and of course most of the times I would sit and watch her, because what I found very helpful about what you said, Anna, was the little tips, and that's what it's all about, getting little cues on how to improve our postures and how to improve our practice. So don't miss out on all those tiny little cues. Don't always rush to jump into the final posture. I especially like what you said, Anna, when you talked about the crow. You kept moving sideways. You did the demo, and I was actually able to lift one foot
Yes, I
up.
saw that. Yes.
I lifted 1 foot up, and that was like a huge progress for me.
I can tell you about those little cues. That's what brought me into yoga. That's what made me stay in yoga, because otherwise I would leave.
Right.
This is not my nature to stick to something, but
It
it
was-
happened with yoga because of those cues, because I was it was very interesting to me how these small things can align us so
the next
great.
of the- yeah.
Yes, and how we can do these beautiful, amazing things with our body by following those smallest details.
Exactly.
It amazes me.
Exactly. Life is in the details, right?
Right.
You're
Yes,
able
and
to
it makes difference.
Yeah,
a lot
it makes
of
a huge difference.
Yes.
Like a shower head. You know, you move the shower head 1 millimeter and it actually has such a bigger reach. I actually
That's a
did
good
enjoy
example.
those. I enjoyed those cues so much because I felt a sense of, literally, I felt elevated when I was able to lift 1 foot up, and I'm thinking, how did Anna take me through that? I couldn't do it for myself. But it helped to start slowly moving the elbows in, trying to, I could,
Yeah, Banu is talking about crow pose.
the crow pose especially,
Yes.
but even the cues in other postures.
Mm.
Also, the other cue you gave when doing the shoulder stand, you took me through plow, but also you said to move. You were talking a lot about shoulders, so opening up the
Right.
shoulders. So in a way, when you asked me to bring my shoulders back so my elbows could go down, that is a kind of a shoulder opener in itself.
Yes,
Right?
yes, definitely.
And I felt, I know at one point you did say, getting your, you can bring your hands down to hold the mat, but something else
Yes,
that I
but you
loved,
didn't
you
do
always
it.
gave me options. You said if you want, you can keep your
Yes.
hand.
That's how I like it. Yeah, it's always an option to follow exactly or not to, but keep in mind that it's really hard, especially as a beginner yoga student, for the
Right.
beginner yoga student, to have the ears open. To
True.
listen to the cues, it's hard. It's something that should be trained.
That is true. So it actually improves our hearing skills
It
too.
improves. Yes, definitely.
Definitely. And I think it was a well-deserved yoga nidra at the end, that little bit of shavasana that you gave me. I worked hard this last Monday, and I assure you, I'm going to work hard today so I can deserve my little nap at the end.
Yes.
So what shall we do today?
So today our attention will go up from the throat center to the third eye center. So take your hands in prayer, thumbs together, and take your thumbs up to the third eye area, which is between the eyebrows and just a little bit higher than the eyebrows. Close the eyes. Upright your posture, sit up tall, and then let your head to kind of heavy down to the thumbs. Head is heavy, and we kind of touching that exact space of our third eye. In the Ayurveda and yoga, it's called Ajna chakra. Chakra means energy center, concentration of the energy. So in this spot of the body, this is the center from where energy, a particular one, expands out. Notice what you feel there in this eye center. Now descend your hands in prayer to your heart center. Lift your head a little bit up so the face is facing straight forward. Keep your eyes closed. Feel the imprint of your thumbs in the forehead. And let's start our class by singing one sound of divine sound of Om. And see how the Om can affect the eye center. Inhale. Open up your eyes, release your arms. Roll forward over your shins if you can, if not through the side. So, coming forward to your hands and knees. Take your knees a little bit back, and we'll do 3 rounds of cat-cows. As you breathe in, you'll move the belly down, you'll move your heart forward and look up. As you breathe out, round your spine, looking down. Actually, you don't need to look anywhere. You can just simply close your eyes, feeling how your 2 eyes can be connected to the 3rd eye in the middle of them. Last round, breathing in, breathing out. Inhale your neutral spine. Extend your crown of the head forward and then stretch your legs back behind you, standing in plank pose. Take a full breath in here. Exhale, pick your hips up and back for downward facing dog. In the dog pose, I want you to feel how you can press your hands, and especially through the index fingers, down. So how the energy from the whole arms can lift up towards your armpits, towards your hips. And the hips are here, the highest point of your body. Now from them, the energy is moving down on the backs of the legs towards your heels. Your heels are moving down. The backs of the legs are stretching. Sometimes it's nice to hold stillness in dog pose. Like you want to continue this big line from the fingertips to the hips with your right leg. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Stretch up through the big toe. You can extend your ankle this time. Stretching up through the big toe, pressing your hands still down. As you breathe out, foot will go between your hands. Release your left knee down, untuck the toes, walk your right foot out to the side of the mat. Point your right toes out like 15 degrees or so, and then flex your ankle toes towards your knee and come to the outer edge of the foot. So this foot is very sharp. All right, now let the knee to drop down. And sink your hips forward and down, like you have some extra weight on your hips. Move your pelvis forward. Yes, keep bending your knee and hips forward. Yes, like there is something on top of the buttocks. If you can, lower yourself down onto your forearms. Try to move your fingers away so the forearms are completely parallel to each other. Very nice. Instead of rounding and trying to get closer to the floor with your forehead in particular, try to open from the belly to the heart through the eye center area, reaching forward. So you can feel what's going on in your right hip crease even more, even bigger stretch as you arching or thinking that you are arching. Someday we're aiming for the knee to drop down towards the floor. Someday. Now walk yourself up to your palms, step the foot down, and then turn your right toes back forward. Do the opposite action now. So the hips are still forward, but opposite action with your leg will be to draw the right knee close to the side of the arm, or whichever the leg is touching now. Side body or arm. Hug the knee in. Feel the energy of the leg is very active. And keep moving your hips forward and down. Maybe this time you can feel more stretch in the left leg. Nice. Tuck your back toes under. Press the hands down. Lift your back knee. And press your hands so much down so you can pick up your right foot away from the floor. Take a full breath in. Exhale, step it back. So yes, in yoga we always use the core muscles. Find your nice dog shape. Press the hands down. Lengthen through the whole upper body, up and back. Like you want to continue this length. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Elongate your ankle and stretch up and back through the left big toe. So much you can extend yourself. Take a full breath in. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Release your right knee down, untuck the toes. Settle the hips forward and down and walk your left foot out to the edge of the mat. Turn your toes out, flex the foot and sharpen, moving to the outer edge of the foot. Very nice. Now, lowering down onto your forearms. This is not for everyone, so maybe if it's not for you, you can simply stay on your palms. You will still get the stretch. Or you can elevate your forearms up onto something. For example, if you have yoga blocks underneath each forearm will help you. Then move your belly forward and heart forward to extend more. You can close your eyes. And breathe. Letting that left leg to relax. Back up onto your palms. Turn your left toes forward and hug your left knee in, finding opposite action with your leg. Keep moving the hips forward and down, so you may feel the stretch in the right hip crease area, maybe right front thigh area. Breathe where you feel in your stretch. Maybe it's still in the left hip crease. Good, now tuck your right toes under, lift the knee up, press your hands down to pick up your left foot, take a breath in, and step back downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward onto your plank pose, and lean more forward to the tippy toes. Exhale all the way down. Extend your legs when you arrive to the floor. Widen your hands for widen cobra pose on your fingers. Press the fingers down, lift your chest up, extend through the crown, close your eyes. There is nothing to see. There is, but your attention now is not there. It should be on your third eye area. Take a full breath in. As you breathe out, expand your chest further forward to the floor. Slide your hands narrow and legs narrow. Press yourself up, back to downward facing dog. Walk your hands back to the feet. Hands back to the feet, to the back of your mat. When you arrive there, press the feet down, sweep your arms out and up and rise up to stand. Exhale, release your hands down, arms by the sides. The next thing we're gonna do is a little bit different from what we usually do. So it's a little bit different way of doing sun salutations, because our Ajna chakra, the third eye center, is the center of our intuition and spirituality. So I believe that every single person is spiritual. Either it's opened or still closed, but it's here, it's our potential. It doesn't have nothing to do with the religion. It's just the spirituality, whichever you believe in. Maybe it's the power of your thoughts. Maybe it's some energy that's around us.
Some kind of energy. Yeah.
Yes. It doesn't have to be particular God, you know. Okay. So for the next thing, I want you just to watch. So we'll do this. Thumbs will touch the third eye area, then your heart, and then you'll go to your hands and knees. From here, you'll extend forward like offering yourself. With your next inhalation, you will take your hands up underneath your shoulders, and exhale, you'll press back. So that was the hardest part. That was the hardest part of our sun salutation that will follow. Release your arms and walk forward to the front of your mat. Okay, let's do it together. Inhale, circle your arms, looking up to extend. Exhale, through your third eye, touch your heart center and fold into the legs. Inhale your right foot back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale forward to your plank pose and tips of the toes. Exhale if you're ready halfway down, if not to the floor. Inhale, up dog or cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, walk your hands back to the feet. Press your feet down and then sweep your arms out and up to come up to stand. Exhale, touch your third eye, chest, and then hands and knees. Inhale, extend yourself up. Exhale here. Inhale, hands under the shoulders. Exhale, press up, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, step your feet a touch closer towards your hands and together. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, you may hop with a few hops forward, or you can hop one time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Press the feet to sweep your arms out and up, come up. Exhale, your thumbs will touch your eye center, heart center, and fold into the legs. Inhale your left foot back, low lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale forward to your plank pose. Lean more forward and do the chaturanga or to the floor. Inhale your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, walk your hands back to the feet. Stand firmly on the floor so you can reach up away from the feet as you're coming up to stand. Touching your thumbs to the third eye, to your heart center. Release yourself down to hands and knees. Don't worry, it doesn't hurt. And then extend yourself forward, stretching your arms, releasing your forehead. Take a breath out. Inhale, hands under the shoulders. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take your feet together and a little forward. Take a full breath in. Breathe out. This inhale to prepare. Exhale to hop forward, one hop or a few ones. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up to stand, circling your arms. Exhale, touching the same points, eye center, heart center, fold over your legs. Inhale your right foot back, low lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your plank pose and leaning even more forward. Exhale, bend your elbows in. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, walk your hands back. Press the feet down so you feel the ground from where you're rising up. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, rising up to stand. Touch your hands together, your thumbs to the eye center, to the heart. Go down, hands and knees. Inhale, extend yourself out. Exhale here. Inhale, hands under the shoulders. Exhale, press up, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, take your feet to touch and a little closer. Bend your legs, look forward. One more chance to try hopping. Either one time or a few small times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to stand. Connect your hands in prayer and deliver your prayer down to the third eye, to your chest. Fold forward over your legs. Inhale, left foot back. That is the last time. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your plank pose, tippy toes. Exhale, halfway or to the floor. Inhale, up dog or cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk your hands back to the feet. Inhale, rise up to stand, feeling the ground underneath your feet. Exhale, descend your prayer. Third eye, chest. Go down to your hands and knees. Go flat on your body. Take a breath in and out. Inhale, hands under your shoulders. Exhale to press up to downward facing dog. Okay, take your feet together. Take a full breath in. Exhale. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, hopping. Few times or just one time. Lengthen out, breathing. Fold forward, breathe out. Inhale, sweep your arms and come up. Exhale, hands touching your thumb, your heart, and release them by the sides. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. That was a kind of a vigorous practice.
Was, but I also enjoyed the cue but hopping forward because I wasn't stressing out so much the third time.
You
I
never
still
should
need
stress
to go
out
in
about yoga
stages.
poses in general.
Also, I haven't done that in a while. It's called Shastanga. Shastanga, like the whole body is like a straight
Mhm.
line.
Inhale,
Sounds good.
circle your arms. Reach them up and then just bend your knees, sitting down to your chair pose. Really imagine that there is a chair, so you sit as low as you can and as much back as you can, but your arms are for some reason in this chair is up. And you're stretching them not even up, but also back. Okay, one more breath here. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, widen your arms and just fold forward over the legs. Okay, you can either step or hop back to downward facing dog. Stepping is always an option. And then exhale, release your knees down at the same time. Walk your knees to the wrists. Widen your knees to the edges of your mat. Cross your ankles, push away from the floor to sit down. Extend your legs forward, come into your Dandasana pose, staff pose. Take your hands by the hips. The lengths of our arms of all humans are different. Point your fingers forward. If your palms are all the way down, move the shoulders down. And then if you see that your elbows are kind of want to bend, bend them back, squeezing the shoulder blades a little bit. Dandasana. Flex your feet sharply like you did before. Press the bottoms of the legs down to the floor. Yes, it's a lot of energy is flowing now in our legs as we really working with them, even though you cannot see, but you should feel it too. Okay, release. Okay. Hold your right knee, relax your right leg now. Fold your leg and move it to the outside of the knee. For Ardha Matsyendrasana, you will also need to bend this leg. But if this is impossible to bend this leg, it's okay to keep it forward.
I actually find it tougher to keep it forward.
Yeah?
Because I need to hook over here, otherwise I come apart.
Interesting, I never heard that before.
No, it's actually very tough for me, keeping my leg high.
Inhale, circle your arms, extend. Exhale, twist to your right, releasing that left arm to the outside of your right leg. Like that.
It's not
To the outside. Yes, it is. Okay, now back fingers are down, close to the body, and it's not the palm that is down, it's your fingers. Press the fingers away from the floor forward, and exhale, twist more. Inhale, try to lengthen, using your back fingers to help you Exhale to twist. Just one more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale back to the center and then extend your legs forward. Let's do it for the second side. Relax your left knee, fold the leg, move it to the outside of the leg. Okay, bend the bottom one or keep it straight, up to your body abilities. Inhale, extend your arms. Exhale, twist, release your arms down. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. And one more. Breathing in. Breathing out. Return back to the center. Extend your legs. And for the last pose, you can do just forward fold of your legs.
Viewers out there who are stretching with us, well, Anna and I marinate in this Paschimottanasana. We're enjoying ourselves. I'd like, on behalf of our director, Nuriel Exelazo, and our facilitator, Anna Charles, we'd like to thank Anna Krasnoskaya, yoga teacher. We're going to get her credits one more time, yoga teacher and holistic health counselor. Anna, it was a pleasure having you.
Thank you very much, Banu.
There
It was a pleasure to work here.
There were times when I was calling in names because I found it tough. But your tips were very helpful.
Thanks.
Your tips were very
Thanks.
helpful.